Hey, welcome to SourceFed. I'm Joe Beretta.
Hi, I'm Elliot Morgan.
Just like everybody else and their mothers yesterday, we tried to relay as much information to you guys concerning the Boston Marathon as accurately as possible, and in some ways we missed the mark.
But that's what happens when the internet is getting pumped full of information left and right, and every news organization is striving to say something first.
Anyways, now that the dust is settled, we figured we'd give you guys a rundown of the information as it currently stands.
At this time, no one is in custody, and no person or organization has come forward to take responsibility for the bombings, but the FBI did search an apartment last night in Revere, Massachusetts. It turns out that the apartment was searched with consent, but there was no word on if any connection was found.
And despite early reports, according to authorities, only 2 explosives were located. And those were the bombs that were actually detonated. Governor Deval Patrick said,
2 and only 2 explosive devices were found yesterday.
Ball bearings, nails, and other sharp objects seem to have been inserted into the devices. And at this point, those bombs were responsible for 3 deaths and 176 injuries, 17 of which are critical.
We also commented on reports stating that cell phone service was being shut down by authorities, but that turned out to not at all be the case. Service providers were just overloaded during the chaos, but there were never any actual attempts to cut off service.
So those are just some of the important details up to this point, but before we go, I think it is vital to point out that this could have been an even more tragic event if not for the actions of amazing people. Every video of an explosion that you watch and every picture you see posted showcases people immediately helping each other out.
These dark moments tend to make us dwell on the dark side of humanity, but we shouldn't lose focus on the inherent good. Patton Oswalt, who as it turns out spits all sorts of wisdom, posted a wonderful response to yesterday's events. You should read all of it, but here is a snippet. This is a giant planet and we're lucky to live on it, but there are prices and penalties incurred for the daily miracle of existence. One of them is, every once in a while, the wiring of a tiny sliver of the species gets snarled and they're pointed towards darkness.
But the vast majority stands against that darkness, and like white blood cells attacking a virus, they dilute and weaken and eventually wash away the evildoers and, more importantly, the damage they wreak. This is beyond religion or creed or nation. We would not be here if humanity were inherently evil. We'd have eaten ourselves alive long ago.
So, when you spot violence or bigotry or intolerance or fear or just garden variety misogyny, hatred, or ignorance, just look it in the eye and think the good outnumber you, and we always will. That is very insightful, Patton Oswalt.
He's a man of very, very good words.
It's good to read, and it's good to hear, and it's good to think about. Thank you, sir. Go read the whole thing. Not you, Patton Oswalt.
You guys there.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys, we'll keep you updated on SourceFed.com. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Elliot Morgan.
Thank you for watching.